Hi, good afternoon, and welcome back to the Humble Watch Guy. It's been a little while since I carried out a review of a watch here on my YouTube channel, and to be honest, I've been waiting for this particular watch. I ordered it back in around about April time via the Kickstarter campaign run by the Second Hour Watch Company in Australia. Now, that's a first for me because it's the first Kickstarter campaign I've backed. I've read lots of horror stories, but something about this watch really made me feel as if I wanted to get involved. What really struck me, first of all, was the man behind the company, Peter Sargerson, is a diver. And I felt that if a diver is designing a dive watch, then maybe it's something that I should be looking at. And I really felt that I wanted to get involved. So I bit the bullet and went for it. And the promise was that it will be delivered and dispatched around about the end of August, beginning of September. And sure enough, despite the COVID pandemic, Peter has been absolutely true to his word. And I got my watch. It was dispatched on the 14th of September from Australia. And on the 17th, it arrived. And let's have a look, see what we get. First of all, you notice was it comes in this beautiful leather watch case with the second hour logo embossed on the top. Nice quality. Now, it's just not a case itself, it's a travel case. And when you open it up, you see that you've got two compartments for travel watches. So perfect for that. I also ordered the black leather strap, which is a lovely quality leather strap. Um, Typical of the quality of second hour watches, really. This lovely leather strap complements it, although I feel that for me, I'll be keeping the watch on the bracelet, and we'll have a look at that very shortly. What else comes in the case here? You've got the you've got a warranty card here. Now, second hour watches, this Gin Clear Diver that I'll be reviewing today, comes with a 2-year warranty, which is very unusual nowadays. It's normally a year, but a 2-year warranty from Peter just shows you how confident they are of the quality of this watch. So you get that. It's a nice credit card, plastic case card. Very, very nice indeed. You also get a cleaning cloth. Very nice indeed. And Peter's also included in this a bracelet adjustment tool, a little screwdriver, and also the leather strap adjustment tool with a little fork end on there and the blunt end there for adjustment of the milled clasp, and also uh, any other adjustments that you need to make on the clasp. So you get that as well. Nice case. The links in there. I'll cover those in a moment. So that's the case. Very, very nice presentation from Peter at Second Hour. What you also get with this one, Peter's included very nicely a little pot of leather balm to keep the leather straps looking really nice and in great condition. So a lovely little touch there from Peter. I don't know whether that's going to continue or whether that was just specific to Kickstarter, but I'm grateful for that. It's nicely labelled there with the Second Hour logo. So let's have a look. What do we get? This is the watch in question. Let me come in a bit closer on this. Right, what we have here is I've got the Arctic White version. Very much a dive watch, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful right from the outset. That was the first thing that struck me, was how gorgeous this watch looks. So let's have a quick look at the dimensions. Um, we've got what runs this beast anyway. Let's have a quick look at that first of all. The movement in this one right from the outset shows the quality that Peter was looking for. It's the Sellita SW200, and not being content with just putting a good movement in there. If you know your movements, you'll know that the SW200 is a competitor, a very, very honest and reliable competitor to ETA's 2824 movement, which is pretty much their workhorse. The SW200, very, very, very good movement. Now, Peter wasn't just happy with that, so what he's gone and done with this movement as well is to have it regulated in 4 positions to improve the accuracy. And I'll cover my accuracy a little bit later on in the video. So you've got the lovely SW200 Solita movement. You've got a fully loomed ceramic bezel. Beautiful coin edge bezel on this one as well. Lovely and grippy. You've got eight layers of BGW9 Super Luminova, which is incredible, and it really does shine beautifully. You've got 6 layers of AR coating. You may be able to just pick some up there. Look at that beautiful blue AR coating. There's 6 layers of that on here, on the beautiful sapphire, domed sapphire crystal. Now that domed sapphire crystal is 3.5 millimeters thick. The bezel, let's go back to that for a second. It's 120 click unidirectional bezel. Let's see if I can pick up the sound on this. It's very, very nice, very precise, lovely feel, and no backplay on that at all. It's absolutely beautiful. The bracelet on this one that I absolutely love is an H-link bracelet. It's a solid screw link bracelet with a safety clasp and a double push button deployment clasp. You can see there, this isn't a pressed one, this is a milled clasp. Again, quality is perfect, really is lovely. You've got, as you saw there, 6 micro adjustments as well. A very, very, very nice quality. And I can honestly say this bracelet is very, very comfortable. It's finished perfectly. The transition between bracelet and watch, I think, is one of the best I've seen. It's very, very flush. The original prototypes of this, Peter wasn't happy with them, so he wanted them just made a bit sharper, a bit cleaner. And I think that's perfect. He really has done a great job on this. The case of the watch, or the watch itself, is solid 316L stainless steel. And initially the lugs on this one were all brushed, but as you can see there, Peter's just chamfered the edges there and had them polished, and that gives a lovely dressy feel to the watch, yet still being rugged enough and robust enough as a dive watch. The lugs, the crown protectors, very, very nice, and as you can see there, a lovely etched crown print of the second hour logo. Very, very nice indeed. Now the crown itself, very easy to turn. It's a screw down crown and it's grippy enough. As you can see there, there's enough of the crown exposed to make turning it very easy indeed. I have absolutely no complaints whatsoever with that. The dimensions of the watch itself, it's a 41.5 millimeter case diameter. If you include the bezel, 42.5 millimeters. The lug width is 22 millimeters and the lug to lug is 49 millimeters, and they're angled beautifully, so it wears very, very nicely indeed, very nicely. The height of the watch is 12.3 millimeters, but if you include the sapphire crystal, you're looking at 13.5 millimeters up to the top of the domed crystal. It's a proper dive watch. It's 200 meters water resistant. Again, when I talk about the quality from second hour watches and the fact that it's had the movement regulated in 4 positions, with the water resistance as well, Peter's double pressure tested these cases. So you've got the assurance that the 200 meters is a great dive watch and it's not going to let you down, especially with the screw down crown. Double pressure tested. That's perfect. It really is. You can see there the dial. I've gone for the Arctic White version, which is like a, it's not a brilliant white. It's got almost a touch of a silvery sheen to it when you turn it. It's a very, very impressive looking watch, and it's very legible. The hands themselves are filled with the BGW9 loom, as is the lollipop on the second hand. But just take a quick look at the second hand itself and look at the counterbalance. Because what Peter's done there is replicated the logo from the dial and from the crown, the company logo, and he's made a custom made counterbalance on the second hand with the second hour logo, and I think that looks beautiful. Even in macro conditions, this watch stands up to scrutiny. The precision of the face, the precision of the hands, the cut, the finishing is all absolutely spot on. The dial itself is lovely. Yes, it's got that Submariner feel to it, but this is unique enough. Most companies tend to go with the let me just realign that bezel, because if you're anything like me, I'm not a diver, but I like the aesthetics of it, and I like that being spot on. There we go. So most companies go with the main indices at the 12, 3, 6 and 9 position. Now Peter's gone slightly different, and I like this for balance. He's put the main indices there, the real striking indices, at the 12, 4 and the 8 position. And to me that gives a lovely balance to the watch face. I've gone for the no date version. I just think it looked really sharp and really crisp. And I think that works. I really do. It's different enough. You've got the round hour markers and these, what would they be? Trapezoid? I don't know. Um, cut off diamond shape, should we call it a cut off triangle shape, should I say? I think that looks really, really nice. Very sharp indeed. And it just gives the watch a unique feel. It's beautifully finished. It really is beautifully finished, this watch. And they do quite a few variants of this. Now, I went, as I say, for the Arctic White version. Now, there were also options for the bezel. I could have had a gloss bezel. I could have had a stainless steel brushed bezel. But I wanted to go for one which had a matte brushed ceramic bezel. All the inserts, gloss or brushed matte finish, are ceramic, and you've got the option of a stainless steel brushed bezel insert. But I wanted the matte brushed, and again that's fully loomed, and I think it just adds a bit of depth to the to the watch face, and also it cuts down the glare. You don't get the reflections on the bezel as much as you do on a gloss, and I like that. I think that balances quite nicely with the just that pop of reflection, the pop of highlight that comes on the hands when you catch it in the light. As you can see, the second hour sweeps beautifully. The SW200 movement beats at 4 hertz, 28,800 beats an hour, and has a power reserve of 38 to 40 hours, I believe, on that one. Now, I mentioned earlier about the accuracy. Now, I got this watch on Thursday, and it's now Tuesday, losing my track of days now. And when I've been wearing this watch, initially it was at plus 2 seconds a day, which I thought was incredible for a watch at this price. I'll cover the prices in a minute. Now, since I've been wearing it, it's actually got better, unbelievably. And for the last 2 days, I've had plus or minus 0 seconds. It's been absolutely spot on with the atomic clock for 2 days running. Now, when I put it in the winder and leave it in the winder for a day, which I have done just to check it, it ran a couple of seconds fast. But again, that's incredible. But when I'm wearing the watch, which I will be wearing this one a hell of a lot, no seconds deviation whatsoever. Now, for me, a watch at any price that can give you that is superb. Now, Peter ran this on a Kickstarter campaign, and he was fully funded in 33 minutes. 33 minutes, that's incredible. And the Kickstarter campaign run by Second Hour was absolutely phenomenal. It really was a superb example of how to run a campaign, updates, communication, incredible and faultless. They're so popular that Peter is now opening up pre-orders again from September the 24th. So if you're watching this beforehand, sign up quickly. You'll get a 20% discount if you sign up before the 24th of September. And that makes this watch incredible value. If you're signing up afterwards, don't worry, because you're still getting a watch which, in my opinion, is far, far, far in excess of what you pay. It's a much, much better quality than you expect at this price range. So what prices are we looking at? Well, if you're looking at it in the UK, we're looking at around about £445 for a watch of this class. That is full price. If you're looking at it in the US, you're looking at $570, and Australian dollars around about 780, I believe it is. But what I would say is, for the price, you are getting a watch which is an incredible quality, incredible finish, incredible finish. It's a beautiful looking watch, definitely fit for purpose. It really has got incredible spec. As I say, an SW200 movement regulated in 4 positions, 8 layers of BGW9 loom. That may have been increased by now, I don't know, I can't remember. That might have been from the prototype version. 6 layers of AR coating, domed sapphire crystal, which is 3.5 millimeters thick, 120 click unidirectional bezel, solid screw link bracelet, H links. Let me just have a quick look at that bracelet again for a moment. I'm going to put the watch down and let's have a look at the bracelet. Now, I've taken a few links out because I've got very small wrists. Now, this is a section of the bracelet that I've taken out. And just look at that articulation on that watch, or on that bracelet. It's absolutely perfect. It really is a really, really good quality bracelet. And as you can see there, let me just see if I can zoom in on there a touch. Let's have a look. No, it's not letting me zoom in anymore. But it's a screw link bracelet. So you can see the little screw heads there. And it was so simple, so quick and easy to change the links, to remove the links and to put them back. Absolutely incredible. And again, for the price, I think the bracelet is superb. It really is. And the H-link is lovely. It's not your normal oyster type bracelet. This is the H-link, and I think it suits the watch incredibly well. I think you'll agree with that. It looks absolutely beautiful. Let me just open up the back now, because another thing that Peter's done incredibly well is design the case back on this one. Can you see there? You've got a lovely turtle design with the Gin Clear name just written above it. Screw down back, which you'd expect on a dive watch, I believe. There's not an exhibition case back, but I think, to be honest, on a proper dive watch, I don't think you'd need a exhibition case back. I think the movement is definitely a workhorse movement, incredible accurate, reliable movement. You can see there the articulation of that bracelet. Isn't that superb? I can honestly say I was expecting good things from this watch. When I joined up on the Kickstarter campaign, I was really hoping. I wasn't looking for a dive style watch, but this far, far, far exceeded my expectations, and I think Peter should be congratulated not only for the design of the watch, the execution of the watch, the quality of the watch, but his campaign, his communication throughout the campaign filled me with confidence. And I think, despite all of the obvious things that have gone wrong during the COVID pandemic, transportation, problems with production, Peter has delivered. And not only has he delivered, but he's far exceeded expectations. Check them out. Second Hour Watches, Australia. Absolutely beautiful watch. Really is well worth the money. And I'd go as far as to say, for me, it's one of the best dive watches that you could buy under $1,000. without a shadow of a doubt. It is such a good quality watch, and I really can't fault it in any way whatsoever. It's stunning. So check them out. As I say, secondhourwatches.au, I believe it is, for Australia. You won't be disappointed. It's a beautiful watch. Let me do a quick wrist shot of that for you, just so you can see what it looks like on my 6.5-inch wrist. I don't have the facilities available for me now to do a loom shot, but let me just move this, and there you go. You've got the beautiful second hour gin clear diver Arctic white version with the matte brushed ceramic bezel. Check them out. Incredible watches, incredible value, fantastic service. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like and hit that notification button. Thanks for listening and enjoy. Take care. Bye bye.